But now it's time for my favourite part of the show. Bournemouth 2, Newcastle 0. And my word, Newcastle looked tired. They were arguing with their fans.
No. Let's easy up on that a little bit. It was a...
Do you know how many injuries he's got?
Just
Do you know how many injuries we've got?
He's fucking right, you know. There was that one stupid fan.
Soft underbelly, that is.
Is it?
That is a soft underbelly, yeah. You've got all this money in the world, but you don't have squad depth. Okay.
I mean, we didn't anticipate having like 11 major injuries to our team. Like, that's hard to come across. The problem that worries me is this because we're trying to play this intense football with no plan B, and we're doing it in training, and now everyone's just dropping injured?
Well, you got Wilson, Manquillo, Bruno G, Isaac, Botman, Elliot Anderson, Dan Burn, Jacob Murphy, Harvey Barnes, Matt Target, and Tonali all out.
And they're all out for a while as well, pretty much.
Yeah, Tonali's a bad injury as well.
Yeah.
Bad injury for Tonali.
It was one of the worst games I've seen Newcastle play.
Terrible.
Yeah.
You actually look terrible.
They look like you.
I literally was hiding in my jumper. Like, I was just like, it was like
in my jumper.
Nah, it was like ugly to watch. And I don't blame the players. I'm not like angry at like, because it's weird when you lose as a Newcastle fan now. It's not like frustration. It's like, right, we're kind of lucky to be this far ahead. Gone? Well, it was off, but now it's back on because Tottenham dropped points, City dropped points, so we're straight back in it.
You don't actually believe that, though.
You're not out until you're out.
You actually, be honest, take your Newcastle hat off. You don't actually believe that.
Let me see. I think there's a 3% chance of us winning the league.
Lewis,
the injuries
this is your chance to prove to people that you're not stupid.
I'm clever, man. I'm the one who called 3-0 against Man United with Kraft centre-back. That's something goes down.
A pig is right every 100 days.
People start commenting that on things now. Nah, like, obviously, I'm quite concerned overall, if I'm completely honest, about Champions League.
I don't think you get top 4.
We need to really seriously think about our transfer strategy because we have no money left.
I don't think you get 5th either.
I don't know. I think 4th is really open, and especially because you're lucky that Spurs have had a big hit with that's 2 of their best players out at the same time, because otherwise they could make a bit of a gap, I thought. But I think Europe, I think I said to you in summer, like Europe's going to be a big hit. Like we've had injuries for the last 2-3 years, like terribly. Liverpool had a lot of injuries last year, but also I do think it is also the football you play, because Klopp had a lot of injuries a couple of years back when they were playing that. They had to change their game a bit. But you play very intense.
In terms of getting like Champions League though, I think Villa will finish above Newcastle. And I think Chelsea have a better chance. I think Chelsea genuinely have a better chance.
Can we please not go to panic? Because this is the problem that happens when people wrote us off right at the start of the season when we had a few tricky results and we came back and started smashing everyone. We have little downturns, but Eddie Howe has shown on multiple occasions now he can make changes, and next thing you know, we're smashing Man United 3-0, beating Man City, beating PSG. So like, let's not panic and start saying bloody Chelsea of all. Like, put a little bit of respect in our name. Are we serious saying Chelsea is going to finish above Newcastle?
Today's episode of Pitchside is brought to you, as always, by our friends over at Super 6, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, they are back. But this time, after the international break, it returns on the 25th of November. But that doesn't mean you can't enter your results. Get them predicted right now, so you don't forget about it. Simply head over to the app, predict your 6 scores, and the jackpot could be yours. We're all playing Super 6 this season. There's no reason why you shouldn't join us. It's a free shot at £250,000. So why would you not join us? Use our code PTCH23 to join our Super 6 mini league. Compete alongside myself, Reeve, and Tom. And each round will be giving away a £100 classic football shirt voucher to the person who comes top of the Super 6 mini league. It's super simple. Simply predict your 6 scores, enter your golden goal, hit submit, and you are all set. Follow the link in the description down below to sign up now. And as I said before, there's so many chances to win the jackpot over and over again. And of course, that classic football shirt voucher if you come top of our league. God, you really went right.
I couldn't believe it. It just registered this team who can barely play football and just managed to get a couple results.
Mate, they're 4 points behind.
We had our injury troubles. Now it's your turn, and then we'll see how it goes after it.
They're 4 points behind them.
£1 billion and they got worse. That's Uzan.
Yeah, but that's because of injuries.
We have drastically improved. We had a lot of injuries.
Do you know how tough it is? Like when half of your team's not available.
Now you can see what it's like losing.
Chelsea, after the international break, go up to St James's Park and beat you.
They don't stand a chance.
1 point difference.
Oh no, you're getting mullered.
1 point.
You've seen us in big games, and we've seen your entry list. You're getting mullered.
You don't stand a chance at
I think Chelsea beat you.
That's hilarious. You thought Arsenal beat us at St James's, and what happened is we bullied you off the park.
You got a lucky goal.
Your captain refused to shake our hand.
So do your players, mate. Your players do it all the time. What?
Your players were crying
You are
off the pitch, complaining.
you-
Your manager went and your whole club wrote a statement because Eddie Howe spanked you, man.
So why are we not making a deal out of Poch going on the pitch after the game and started screaming at the ref and getting booked? What about Kieran Trippier going up to your
He'll
fans
probably
and
do
arguing?
that at St James's as
Trippier going
well.
up to your fans and arguing. No, you're not crying about that.
We can
fan
talk
made a
about that.
statement.
It's the fan who's an idiot. Because the shout and that stupid fan, everyone about it.
No, Trippier should have just ignored it and gone in.
No, I disagree. I don't think it's wrong putting a silly fan in his place. Like when Bruno G lashed out on Twitter, that's embarrassing. But when Trippier's put this one fan in who's saying the players haven't tried, when they've been playing, they've got 11 injuries, playing all these competitions, quarter-final of
I
a
think that
cup.
fan's in his right, though, after travelling the length of the country to go support his team.
Well,
And losing 2-0.
I'm a guy who doesn't go on matches, so I'll get shelf him, and no, I think it's embarrassing.
I can understand the frustration from the fan, but I quite like that Trippier actually went over because it's still good building actual connection with the fans and the players.
good reason.
And the guy bottled it as soon as Trippier said it. He bottled it. He's like, oh, turned away. He's just in a crowd mentality, screaming absolute nonsense. We were in a relegation battle 2 seasons ago. Should be saying thank you.
Also, do you think it's quite telling though?
Should be to Trippier especially.
Trippier wasn't wrong in saying we've got injuries. But do you not think that also says a lot about what he thinks about the players that are available?
No, it's just no.
Isn't that not him saying, lads, these players we've got at the moment are shit. We've got injuries. All the good players are
maybe
out.
they also
We've
know
got
it.
a lot of shitsters on. We're playing bloody Lewis Miles.
Hey, whoa, more respect than his name. Like,
17,
Christ.
he
just struck
No,
it down.
he was one of your better players, but I think it's quite telling when a player's going, we've got injuries, because it's basically saying, there's a big level drop. You need to understand that Bournemouth 2-0 flattered Newcastle.
That's not what
that flattered
that did
Newcastle.
flatten, but that's not what he's saying. He's saying we're playing ridiculous amounts of fixtures and we can't.
So
roll.
everyone-
Welcome to Europe.
So is everyone.
Welcome to Europe.
No, well, not everyone.
Okay,
We have two
all the
Chelsea
teams in the
fans.
Champions League.
Yeah, I agree, but we just haven't.
Are Liverpool crying? Are Arsenal crying?
Yeah, but these user teams who have been prepared for this top level for, especially Liverpool.
This is Arsenal's first-
Newcastle sort of skipped a step and now we're playing at the highest level, and it
what's
comes
the
with the
point?
success. It comes with the success.
You've got
but-
elite Champions League players in your team,
But
but
this thing-
they can't handle like the games.
not
but
when they're
you know,
injured.
The similar thing happened to Manchester City when they started injecting money. It took them a while before they fully got into things.
And-
they were in the Champions League, and they were a little bit.
They didn't do anything.
Yeah,
for years,
exactly. So we'll give them
you're
some time.
Yeah, what you're not seeing as well is like all these other entitled managers, like the Klopps of the world, who go to the media and like, oh, we got injuries. He's made no excuses. He's actually said, yes, we've got injuries, but that's no excuse. That comes with the territory. We're not petitioning to have less games in the week because we're doing this and that. Like Klopp especially does.
It's only Klopp that does that.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, man. It's what comes with it.
Also, I want to pile on the pressure on Liverpool. So Liverpool were 100% in the title race.
Yeah.
If anything, they really, if they don't win the title, it's embarrassing. There is so much pressure on Liverpool now because they are in a title race. They're second in the league. They have to keep performing, and they like it when they're under the radar.
Yeah.